Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, my music. Let it ride.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl, Maimuxic, coming to you with Uptown Sounds. I want to thank y'all for tapping into the Uptown Sound. Y'all already know how we get down. Now listen, I got my good friend Chase Mz stopping through today to talk about his new project, I Make Art at Night. Now listen, y'all, we going through the whole project. We going through the whole creation process. Everything that went into creating this project. Y'all not gonna want to miss this, so y'all make sure y'all tap into this. Now, if y'all tapped in last week, then you know today is the season finale of season 3 of Uptown Sounds. So I want to thank y'all for rocking with me this season. I'm super excited to what's coming in the future. And y'all keep it locked, man. It's going to be super exciting, super fun. So y'all make sure y'all give me a follow over on Instagram at Maimuxic, Maimuxic. You can tap in there. You will get keyed in on all the updates, everything that's coming in the future, man. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page of Uptown Sounds at Maimuxic, Maimuxic. You'll be able to tap in at every single episode that we have ever done, from the pilot all the way to now. All right, so y'all keep it locked there. But you know what, I want to get into my boy Chase's new project. It's super duper dope. Y'all make sure y'all buckle up them seatbelts and get ready. Tap in with my dogs. This is Chase Mz. This is his new project, I Make Art at Night. Y'all make sure y'all stream it. Y'all make sure y'all drop Chase a follow, man. Show him some love. He put his heart and his soul into this project, and you can really tell. And I'm super excited to be the one to bring it to y'all. Now, if you remember back in season 1, we had my dog on to premiere his joint Lambo. And now my boy done dropped the whole project. All right. So y'all, I'm going to give it to my boy Chase Mz. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm going to see y'all on the other side. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. This is one of our first guests. He was one of the first people we played on Uptown Sounds. My dog, Chase Mz. How you doing, Chase?
Living. What's good? What's good?
Loving it. I'm loving it. So look, you've been out here moving and grooving. I know Lambo been going crazy. I remember when you came on, when Lambo was first dropping, and we talked about that. To fast forward to now, we got the project coming out. How you feeling about it?
Honestly, I'm feeling great. I mean, overall, this is like my biggest body of work of art. Like, I like the way it sounds. I mean, there's different sounds, so there's something for everybody on this for sure.
That's dope.
Like, I definitely think overall it's a solid piece of work, though. So, I mean, we'll just show for real.
Yeah. So, can you take us through the process of like what inspired you to make this project? Maybe some of the songs, if they had like stories behind them coming about.
For sure. So honestly, like, so we dove into Lambo, but for those who haven't heard, like, I was playing Madden like 06, 07, something like that on the PlayStation 2, and I was doing a couple random teams, and I got the Green Bay Packers. I'm a Lions fan though, so fuck Green Bay, but at the end of the day, that's just who I got. And I was running the score up, and and I just like, damn, every time I send a pack to the 6, it's a touchdown. And then I was like, hold up, wait a second. But yeah, with Lambo, like you said, we were making moves with that. I mean, we went to St. Louis, we shot a video with Austin Sears. I mean, that was my first time going out of state to like do some with this music stuff. So that was like a dope ass feeling for real. There's some experimental tracks on this project. I got some collaborations on it. I got some with YSR Grams, Cash Ice. So I've hinted at that on my Instagram, Chase Mz Music, for those who don't know. That's Greenlight. We got a music video for that one we shot. I got a track with Taj called Off the Bottle. She did her thing on that. Definitely show her love, show everybody love who've been on this for real. Then I got Ace Cabana and Cameron Tyler on the track as well. Chasing Paper. Then I got a couple songs on Deluxe. You guys won't be able to hear that today. That's going to be dropping. What day is that going to be? That's going to be April 10th when the Deluxe drops. The project is going to be dropping 27th. The Deluxe, it's going to have a Lambo remix actually with Jeff Sky on that. Shout out to Jeff. And it's got Super Shoddy on it.
That's dope.
For sure.
That's dope. So the title of the project, I Make Art at Night. Can you tell us what kind of inspired that? Because that's a super dope. Like when you told me that, I was like, that's dope. That's a dope title. It looked good. It reads good. Like how'd you come up with that?
For sure. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm like a night owl, so I'd be like working night shift and all that shit. And with like what I do right now, so I'm not gonna dig too much with what I do for work, but like part of my work I deal with like trains and all that. And there's always art on the trains and all that. It's like I always see like dope ass art on these trains,
Mhm.
and I make my art at night because most of my like all this music I made was at my studio at my house,
Mhm.
and it was at nighttime. Like I'm talking like late night, like I'm talking between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m.
Ah,
Like,
nice.
so it just fit the overall vibe. And like when you hear like the songs on this project and all that, like you're
Yeah.
definitely gonna get that like nighttime vibe where like you can be driving or at your house rolling up. I'm not gonna promote smoking and driving by any means, but yeah, I mean you do as you please. But yeah, it's just that kind of vibe for real.
Nah, I love that. I love that. So for you, are you one of those people like I found myself, I'm the same way. I'm pretty much a night owl. Like I do a lot of things at night. Did you find that those that you worked with kind of had that same vibe, that same feeling too to them, like that same energy where we just turning up at night, we making we getting together, we making this art at night?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, like all the artists definitely did their thing on this project for real. Like, they definitely like helped contribute to this project and overall vibe. Like, I like I said, I can't say it enough. Like Grams did his thing, Cash ISO did his thing, Taj did her thing. She snapped for real. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, Ty,
Uh Taj is hard.
she
I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah. That's
We definitely got some more work on the way for sure. But yeah, no, that track right there is like we talked about a little bit before we started. Like I had the listening party at Antidote Studio, and there was a few songs they wanted to play back, and that was one of them. They really messed with that one. That's gonna be a little bit later into the project though, for real, for real.
that's dope. That's dope. So how would you say that I Make Art at Night differs from any of your other project? Like what sets this one apart for you?
So to be honest with you, like, I felt like overall I curated a vibe. Like, I was more so focused on it. Like with like other projects, it was more like collectives where it was just like random tracks thrown out, like Cozy Time. Don't get me wrong, it's a very solid body work. I mean, it's only 4 tracks though, but like that's the thing. It's like, can you really set a vibe on 4 tracks?
Right.
Like this is 10 tracks, like we got like I think it's like 45 minutes worth of stuff here. And like overall, like you can feel the vibe of like, the night's getting darker and like, it's just the time is passing by, but it's overall just through the late night. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like this project like pushed you as an artist to improve, I don't know, maybe in songwriting or just like your discipline and going from all right, we doing 4 tracks to now we gotta double that and add a couple more to it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, shout out to my manager, Van Trell, Crispy Irving. He's been along this journey and like, this is like his first project, like where he's like been like hands on with it. Like, I've done all my songwriting and all that stuff, but like, he's always helped me with like critiquing my work and all that and like making sure like we make like the best body work of art. I mean, overall, like I definitely had to get in my bag with this one, like last few bodies or last few projects, I worked on, like I definitely like they were nice, don't get me wrong, but like this one,
That's the one.
it's a yeah, this one definitely it for sure.
That's dope. That's dope. So when you say, I know you spoke about your joint with Taj and your joints with some of the other people. What for you is like some standout moments on the album? Like I know you coming in hard with Lambo. That's the first track, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then we getting into more. What would you say, like, what for you personally are those like standout tracks that if somebody just had a limited amount of time and they needed to listen to like maybe 3 or 4 tracks, what are those that you would tell them, all right, you definitely got to listen to these?
Sheesh. I mean, for sure Lambo, you feel me? But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I like Lambo. I mean, you've heard me perform Smoke Break, that one's a good one. Uh honestly, after that one, Off the Bottle with Taj, Greenlight with Grams and Cash ISO, because that's more like, like the current Flint sound that I'm doing, where most of this other stuff is more on like some like laid back stuff. So for people who want to see like, okay, he's got a range, because like you're gonna see like there's multiple different sounds on this project. So like I said, when there's something for anybody and everybody, like their real deal is it's not just like one sound, where if you're not going to like that one sound, you're not going to find something you like. Like there's tons of different things. I mean, I got Jalen as a producer for one of these beats for Greenlight.
Dope.
I mess with Jalen's beats because he was actually at the listening party, and I even told him like the story about making it. And after we play Greenlight, like I'll dive a little bit deeper into it, but we got to chop it up, and it was definitely a dope connection we made.
That's dope. That's dope. All right. Well, look, I kind of want to break down each track for everybody and kind of go through the process of it. So obviously we talked a little bit about Lambo when it first came out, but before we get into it, can you tell us why this one had to be the first single on the project?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm not gonna hold you. So I had LaRon, that's one of my mans. Shout out LaRon Rees. He actually helped me curate this project in regards to like the soundtrack list. Like when I had everything recorded, mixed, and all that, like we had like a kickback at the lab, and like we were sitting here playing the tracks and all that, and he just thinks like this is like the one track that's just like you got to throw it out there to get the people into it type shit. So, people have already been messing with Lambo. We've already made a lot of moves with the track Lambo, so it's just kind of like we might as well push Lambo, put it at first. So you get it off the rip, you hear something you're familiar with, and it just gets you like into the project.
Cool. So Lambo, dope one, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's listen to Lambo.
He just has that ability, Pat, whatever it is, to win football games. If you look at him, he's not the biggest guy, he's not the strongest guy. Sometimes he doesn't even throw a spiral on the football, but it's just that he knows how to play the game. He knows how to win the game.
Every time I send a pack to the 6, it's a touchdown. Lot of green in these bows, like I shipped it out of Lambo. Got a tune in this bitch, whip it like a Lambo. Said he wants to smoke with me, he can't even smoke a handful. Every time I send a pack to the 6, it's a touchdown. Lot of green in these bows, like I shipped it out of Lambo. Said he wants to smoke with me, he can't even smoke a handful. Y'all can keep your runs, I want my GG back. If I say a game to you, is you gonna say it back? I ain't worried about no competition, all I do is rap. Rap over beats and rap your pack. You swear I'm YSR, way I run that side. Big green chaser, you a big cloud chaser. I'm a bad bitch, get it, cause the plane's a little bigger. Yo, pockets looking slim, mine looking like they won't skip the gym. Rolling up a fat one, looking like she got a twin. Burn them both, ash up in the wind. Send the packs out, no he gonna touchdown. I ain't tripping, all I do is win. Run it up. Every time I send a pack to the 6, it's a touchdown. Lot of green in these bows, like I shipped it out of Lambo. Got a tune in this bitch, whip it like a Lambo. Said he wants to smoke with me, he can't even smoke a handful. Every time I send a pack to the 6, it's a touchdown. Lot of green in these bows, like I shipped it out of Lambo. Said he wants to smoke with me, he can't even smoke a handful. He fumble paper, I pass off that vibe. I'm just tryna run it up, we get high. Elevated numbers like we look down at the sky. Hating cause I got some motion, how you hating when you still in line? How you still in line and hating, bitch? Check me out like we getting groceries, no need for your rosaries. Couldn't even call for a Hail Mary. I done ran it up, I ain't even worried. Check the score. Money in the bank, every move's on demand. Used to dream of this, now I got it in my hand. If I ain't number one, soon you gonna say I'm the man. When you hear the beep, that's a scale. Damn. Every time I send a pack to the 6, it's a touchdown. Lot of green in these bows, like I shipped it out of Lambo. Got a tune in this bitch, whip it like a Lambo. Said he wants to smoke with me, he can't even smoke a handful. Every time I send a pack to the 6, it's a touchdown. Lot of green in these bows, like I shipped it out of Lambo. Said he wants to smoke with me, he can't even smoke a handful.
right, so getting back into the album, we jumped from Lambo, then we hit over to Wave Cap. Tell us a little bit about Wave Cap and how that one came about.
You know, real deal with Wave Cap. There ain't too much to really say about it. I mean, it's just like it's one of my more like experimental tracks. You know, I was literally chilling in my car. So this was prior to working at this job. So there's a few songs that like I made prior to this project even like being a concept for real, but they just like fit the overall vibe. And this is just one of them. I mean, you know, it's just some laid back stuff, just some like dope type shit for real.
Dope. Let's get into it.
I just put up 20 grams in my lap, 5% tint, that's a rat, fish but a wet, he tryna talk some ball shit, shawty know he just a shrimp, I'm a king of the pond, I ain't fucking with no sucker fish, I ain't fucking with no ugly bitch. You can check the bag. I be counting all day, needs a stats, gotta manifest, tryna get paid. If you gonna stand up, get up on my way. If you stand up, I'ma take this 9 and blow your face.
Oh my god.
You only talk like that so you fit in, that's a wave cat.
That's a wave cat.
Talking about how we need a pack, where he at? Time is money, I don't play with that.
Hell no.
Shawty fucking with me since way back, and I'm laid back. We be whipping in a low rider, this ain't Maybach. She be fucking with me since way back. Flooded in some water, this ain't flow rider. If you need some slabs, grab it by the duffel bag. We got cookies and some truffle bags. It's exotic treat, yeah I love the brand. This ain't designer, we gotta pay a tag. I just put a 20 grams in my lap, 5% tint, that's a rat. Fish but a wet, he tryna talk some ball shit. Shawty know he just a shrimp. He be tryna talk a shit, but he ain't get no play. He be tryna talk a shit, but he ain't get no play. I can never hate, stacking paper every day. Money flips on my phone, turkey on the dinner plate. For the cheese, I'm gon' grade. No, I grind for the shit like every day. You be catching flakes, I can never hate. Stacking chips every day. If she hit my line, I know she free to lay. All this air, I can spit this in my body, levitate. I can see through heaven's gates. Also, I can see the difference between what's real and fake.
I can see the difference between what's real and fake.
I just put up 20 grams in my lap, 5% tint, that's a rat. Fish but a wet, he tryna talk some ball shit. Shawty know he just a shrimp.
We get into Not for Stunting, and that's already a dope title. Tell me about that track. I'm excited to get into that. It piqued my interest from jump.
So I ain't gonna hold you. There's only like 2 songs or 3 songs where I don't really have much to say, and like this is like one of the other ones.
Sweet.
This one is one of my very like experimental tracks. Like I'm doing like heavy auto tune on this, as you heard. Like this is just kind of just me just like messing around, having fun, you know. I was just like none of that was written. I mean, it was just like more like punchings and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Talking about the 8 ball on my sleeve, talking about, you know, talk about my tattoo, my 8 ball logo, which goes on my Cozy Boy merch. If you don't know, definitely tap in with my Cozy Boy merch for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of just, you know, talking about my like merch and stuff like that, kind of shit like that. And then yeah, that's really all I got for that one.
Dope. So I want to tap into like the experimental songs on this project. What kind of inspired you to play around a little bit more? Was this something that was like, all right, since we doing this, we're going full force, we got 10 tracks on here, let's have a little bit of fun, let's try some different things?
Yeah, for real. I mean, I want to just try new things that like I really haven't done before. Like, I mean, my closest thing to like Not for Stunting would be Roll It Up. But one thing I do want to say though, in regards to this project, is like, you know, majority of this is like produced by me.
Mm-hmm.
However, I would say, you know, GS the Dream. Shout out to GS. He definitely did his part on production as well. A couple songs, Lambo. Smoke Break, which we'll get to later on. Those were produced by Nige Gant. Shout out to him too. But
That's my big brother.
yeah. But yeah, no, shout out to the producers who definitely helped me do my thing on this. But in regards to that, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, you know, I've been like a huge fan of Travis Scott, like before he even had like 10,000 followers on SoundCloud. Like I've been following him since like the Classmates, the Graduates, like before he even blew up. Like people are probably like, what the hell is this kid talking about? But yeah, like I've been listening to him since like Cruising USA, the Bait mixtape and all that shit. So like, you know, seeing like him go from that to where he is today, like that's been like a huge inspiration to me to like, you know, do music. Like obviously I've had outside factors, like, you know, the loss of my friend Colin to gunfire and all that shit. So like that's what really got me into music. But like the inspiration of like, you know, it's possible to like go from nothing to something. Like Travis was that for sure. So, you know, I kind of want to just do something like that kind of reminded me of like, you know, a Travis vibe with the auto tune on that.
Mm-hmm. That's dope. That's dope. Well, let's get into it. Not for stunting.
Said he a drink sipper, he be sipping rub until some able on my sleeve. It's not for nothing, not for nothing, not for nothing, not for nothing, not for nothing. Tryna chase the paper, it's not for stunting, 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 not for stunting. Outside with the gang, no we run it, 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 no we run it. All hoes try to hate it, no one's love it, Chris my shit. No I run it, do big boy things, make big boy noise, got big boy toys. Everybody gangsta on the internet, flexing guns on Instagram. I don't get that shit, flexing all the shit, but you ain't own none of it. Posting in a rental, I spent over 20 on a whip, 1K on my wrist, yeah my heart I call this shit. Said he a drink sipper, he be sipping rub until some able on my sleeve. It's not for nothing, not for nothing, not for nothing, not for nothing, not for nothing. Tryna chase the paper, it's not for stunting, 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 not for stunting. Outside with the gang, no we run it, 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 no we run it. Tryna chase the paper, it's not for stunting, 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 not for stunting.
All right, so next up, we got Green Light. How did Green Light come to be?
All right, so this one I actually got a story on. So, you know, my thing is like I drive a lot. Like my people who know me, like they always tell me like you're always on the damn road, like. And so I was just sitting there driving one day, and my one homie Woo, shout out Woo, he called me and he just like needed help with something, and he was asking me like what I was doing. I was like, yeah, I'm driving. He's like, man, he's like, you always fucking driving. And like after I got off the phone, I was like saying I'm always on the road shit. Then I was like, hold on, let me find a beat real quick. Then I found a Jalen beat, and I just went on that. And, you know, my thing is I've only had one other Jalen beat, and I had Grams on that one with Mike Vick. And I was like, well, hold up. I was like, if I got a Jalen beat, I might as well bring Grams back. So I got Grams and Cash Sites on that one.
Oh.
But yeah, it was mainly a freestyle, but then like it was a freestyle in my car, but then I went down, wrote it down, and then I just polished it from there for real, for real.
That's dope. That's dope. All right, well, let's get into it. Let's get into Green Light.
Hey, cozy boy shit. Hey. Green light, I'm just tryna shine in a green light. Green light, she popping off a green line. Flat line, I'm just tryna live before I hit the flat line. Red and blue on my ass, so I had to hit a red light. Brother hit my line saying I'm always on a road shit. I'm a road runner, baby, that's for sure. BB, bitch, believe that I drive to the E hit. Got so many E's, don't know how I got my degree. Way I walk it down, I might not need a plan B, but I'm gonna need a beat from energy. Show them that I can go 23. Never worry about no luck, I ain't never win a lottery. Bitches got their hands on me like pottery. Click to my side, lot of you open books, Harry Pottery. Lot of you tricks tryna find free parking monopoly. Green light, I'm just tryna shine in a green light. Green light, she popping off a green line. Flat line, I'm just tryna live before I hit the flat line. Red and blue on my ass, so I had to hit a red light.
Yeah, bitch, I got blues. Ride around with 7.62 Bluetooths, I'll hit at you. It only cost 7,500, they'll get at you. I heard you was talking in their ears like a Bluetooth. I'm finna beat this little bitch down off a Bluetooth. I just put some dog in the mail like blues. I'ma get to shooting at everybody don't know who's who. You don't know who YSR Grams is, nigga, who is you? This little bitch got a lot of ass, call her booty dude. I'd never stop grinding till I'm 42. I ain't bragging about this shit, but I got more than you.
Red and white Supreme lows on, these ain't no regular pair. Boss man, I'll buy that ass for you, say the I'm sober. Like that freak shit, can't do no boring shit, bitch, fuck me anywhere. 2 to 3s, flying out the chop, this bitch a drop a bear. Can't come along, cause bitch, I'm with Cozy, I'm selling Ozies. 2 foes been 2 pops, I pull that shit up like I'm Kobe. Snowman, I done probably seen more ice than a goalie. Gotta tap it with some water, before you see it bubble over. Shot the Drakey with one hand, I done there popped on my whole shoulder. Beat your nigga to the death, I got that shit up on my shoulder. Take the wood and lead the wood, that don't sound right, they ain't with us, told my niggas.
Green light, I'm just tryna shine in a green light. Green light, she popping off a green line. Flat line, I'm just tryna live before I hit the flat line. Red and blue on my ass, so I had to hit a red light.
All right, so we done made it to the halfway point of the project. I always like to say this is like when I'm listening to a project straight through, when we get to like whatever that halfway point is, that's when I kind of check in and I feel a temperature of where we going with it. So Call Me Cozy. That ends up like dead smack in the middle. Tell me a little bit about that track.
Yeah, so for real, this was my like original idea of the intro of the project. And it was just supposed to be called intro because, you know, in this track I referenced like, you know, robes, which is like part of my merch and all that. And I got some robes and like I got some I make art at night inspired merch like on the way from like some manufacturers and all that. And like with Call Me Cozy, like, you know, I got some double entendres for like sport references. I get some people might not get it. Like I say, like one line, it's like, if you're gonna shop, go ahead and bring a friend. If I gotta be mobile shit, I'm gonna need another 10. You can call me Herbert. And basically with that, I'm talking about, I mean, obviously most people are taking it as, oh, if I gotta be mobile and make, you know, a flip, I'm gonna need 10 on top of it. Yeah, that's kind of like the baseline of it. But Call Me Herbert, Justin Herbert is a quarterback who is number 10, who is a mobile quarterback. So it's like a double entendre with the sports bars and all that, like you hear with Lambo and all that. Like I do a lot of like sport bars and double entendres and all that shit. Then, like I said, with the robes at the end, I said, you know, if you're a real supporter, better grab your robes because like I'm not gonna hold you. Like these robes, like it's like I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm out of touch, but I really haven't seen anybody drop robes. So
I ain't seen it either.
Yeah.
Nah, that's super duper dope. Hey, y'all gotta be quick with it. Gotta catch those lines. That's dope. All right, let's get into it. Call Me Cozy.
Let's get it. Hey. Bitch is the coziest, high as I ever been. Rolling on so much perp, I've been off the medicine. If you gonna shot, go ahead and bring a friend. If I gotta be mobile, I'ma need another 10. Shit, you can call me Herbert. I be fucking bad bitches, only one you know is through a server. But you ain't got no game, you be copping us on GTA roleplay. I like a bitch that go both ways. Digging my swag, she said I'm too cold like a snow day. She like the flash shit you smoke is all day. We don't even smoke that shit for fun. That's not even full play. Don't ever question the dedication. I'm married to the shit. Where the ordained. You pay to fuck the bitch. You came for a short stay. If I fuck the bitch next day, she need to know my name. You can get that later though. For now, just call me Cozy, yo. You just can't call me bro. We gonna have a long night. Let's make a toast. Early on, I got you hearing rhymes. Later on, you gonna be hitting notes. I've been working overtime where I keep getting better. It's raining cats and dogs at this point. Better grab your coats. Shit, if you a real supporter, better grab your robes.
We got Smoke Break. This is one I've seen Smoke Break perform live. This one, I rock with this one heavy. I rock with it heavy. Can you tell us a little bit about Smoke Break and how this one came about?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. So with this one, you know, I literally made this track 2 days after making Lambo. Like, I was just upstairs, like, you know, I don't know with what I was on. I was on like some like fucking like like Jimi Hendrix shit, like not really type shit, but like you get what I'm saying. Like I was just like, I was just sitting there smoking, just getting high. Like I was just on like some like wave these like 2 days with like, because they like I honestly think Lambo and Smoke Break complement each other so much.
Yeah.
And so it just like it kind of makes sense like of how like I just shot it 2 days or well made it 2 days after the fact. After this, I shot the music video at Smoke Dispo off Dort Highway.
Mhm.
Shout out to Lyric. I met her actually at the barbecue show that Jeff threw on last year.
Dope.
That I actually got to perform on, and she works there, so she was actually able to like help connect me with the guy who like runs in. Like I was able to go there after hours type shit and shoot the video, so that was a pretty dope experience.
Dope. All right, let's get into it. Smoke Break.
All the smoke, filling out the booth right now, but it's cool. Hey, all this sugar cane look like it got you in a chokehold.
All this sugar cane look like it.
I don't like cold, so no snow.
No snow.
Talking about the powder off a trichrome. I be smoking killer till my eyes closed.
Till my eyes closed.
I mean, I be high till I die slow.
Till I die slow.
Catch me outside with the best smoke.
Cozy.
I be getting high, I ain't need no West Coast.
Yeah.
Getting groovy like it's still the 80s. Smoking with my baby, yeah, you smell my cologne. And they hate me cause I guess I don't fit their dress code.
Being me, what you hate for?
Pull up on the block with a badass bitch, hitting like Sammy Sosa, and I ain't got no kids, nah. I be working off the clock, ain't stressing about a shot clock. I just hit a buzzer beater and made time stop. Since I started saying cozy, here it going up, might as well check the stock.
Go ahead, check the stock.
Saying that it's cozy time, you know a lot. Up to the lab, purple light up on you, then I pull it out, and you said that's a lot.
That's a lot.
All this sugar cane look like it got you in a chokehold.
All this sugar cane look like it.
I don't like cold, so no snow.
No snow.
Talking about the powder off a trichrome. I be smoking killer till my eyes closed. Working till my eyes closed. I mean, I'm just trying to get this money like a cheat code. Hit it from range, you ain't hitting bank from the free throw. Green and purple like I used to play for the Bucks. While you play safe, I've been walking on a tightrope. Tennis chains, I ain't gotta talk about those. Money in my mind like a bankroll. For the meantime, riding through the hood, free smoke. All this sugar cane look like it got you in a chokehold.
All this sugar cane look like it got you in a chokehold.
Talking about a trichrome, smoking killer till my eyes closed.
Smoking killer till my eyes closed. I'ma stay smoking till my eyes closed.
All right, so we go from having a smoke break, so now we off the bottle. Tell me a little bit about that one.
Yeah, so with the first verse, I mean, I'm like honestly pretty vulnerable on this track because I open up about like my struggles with like my mom and all that because like, I'm not like very close with like my mother by any means.
Mhm.
I'm not really gonna dive too deep into that type of shit, but basically like the first verse, like I was just drinking. I ain't gonna hold you. I was off some 1942 and I was just sitting up here drinking and I was just like heard this beat and I was just like, damn, and I just opened up type shit.
Mhm.
And like when I made this when I made the first verse, like I didn't add nothing to it, but just had the first verse for a little while. And then I was like, I need to like find like someone for this. But like, I figured like a girl's vocal would like complement it. And then like, like I said, shout out to Trell because he actually introduced me to Taj. And like, we so Taj had her part recorded in the studio.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna hold you, like, she snapped on that thing and like, we've been in like contact ever since and all that. Like she definitely did her thing. We've been talking about doing some more work together and shit. Like it's definitely a vibe.
That's dope. Did you feel like with this project you could be a little bit more vulnerable with different things of like your personal life, be it family, friends, business, just different experiences? Did you kind of play with that a little bit with kind of letting a little bit more out and letting the world know a little bit more about you personally with this project?
Yeah, so my whole thing is I'm at the point now where it's like, anybody can just make music, but it's like, are you like actually being open, like, you know, because my thing is for like a crowd and like a group of people like to actually like, you know, get down with you. I feel like you got to like be yourself and like open up to people, because my thing is like, at the end of the day, everyone wants to sell that like they're like this perfect person, but at the end of the day, I know I'm not, and I can look at myself in the mirror and know I'm not, but I know overall I'm still a good person. So it's just one of them things where I felt like I had to open up for people to, like, actually get to know who I really am type shit. So, you know, I've opened up before, like I've talked about like the fact that like I never really felt at home until I bought my house, because not on this track, but in this video, in my bag, it was just a YouTube only thing. But, you know, I talked about how like I've had over 20 different places that I lived in before I could even drive. So it's like, you know, it's one of them things, like not ever feeling at home is a crazy feeling. So, you know, there's just a lot of things like I've been through like growing up where it's just like, now that I am where I am, like I can like look back on and like be like, damn, like how much I've grown type shit.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, look, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Text going through your phone, I know that you got 'em. Know I act the fool when I get out the bottle. 1942 and who don't even recall her. Saying that I got a roster, but you the star player. Say that the love's lost, but it's all there. Hey, look, I don't know what we going through, but we gotta see it through. I mean, is it half empty, is it half full? I don't know. I don't know how you see it, but you gotta let me know. You think I'm having a field day with the shit. Really sorry, I ain't tryna play no games with you, bitch. I mean, I ain't trying to call you bitch. I'm sorry about that shit. Sometimes it comes out, sometimes it made me slip. Never had the closest relationship with my mother, but you knew that, so you took that on. I mean, I'm tryna forget it. Yeah, shout out to my Grammy for being one that stood up to raise me, but Lord knows he the only one that can save me. I don't know why you tryna be the one to save me. Like try to get my check account. I don't need your savings, I just need blessings out. Text going through your phone, I know that you got it. Know I act the fool when I get out the bottle. Ring, ring, tryna call your phone now. Ring, ring, really tryna call your phone now. Damn, straight to voicemail. Text going through your phone, I know that you got 'em. Know I act the fool when I get out the bottle.
Oh, yeah, let me fall back. Playing it crazy like, baby, I ain't know that. Wasting my time, you know how that go. Words on the line, you put on a show, yeah, yeah. Every weekend, you out with your boys, you had me thinking. All I really wanted was your time. Don't think I didn't see them bitches on your line, yeah, 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 yeah. No, I act a fool when I get off the bottle. Could've came to you and been your personal model. Gave you chance after chance, yeah, ain't no tomorrow. With you, I'm through. I'm done running back to you like I did before. I just needed more.
Text going through your phone, I know that you got 'em. Know I act the fool when I get out the bottle. Ring, ring, tryna call your phone now. Ring, ring, really tryna call your phone now. Damn, straight to voicemail. Text going through your phone, I know that you got 'em. Know I act the fool when I get out the bottle. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I'm just trying to get a hold of you, and you ain't answering none of my messages, girl. Can you please give me a call back? Don't treat me as a fallback. I ain't going for that shit. I don't know where I went wrong, but let me try to make it right again. I don't wanna lose you, but I ain't never gonna lose my life over no bitch. Hell nah. If you wanna make this work, we gonna have to work it out. I mean, it's take a team if you wanna ring, not just me. This shit take plural. Said you wanna move on with the conversation. Why you talking in circles? Look around. I see reflections like I'm in a mirror maze. You fear for better days. Take my hand, we gonna make it through this, okay? Text going through your phone, I know that you got 'em. Know I act the fool when I get out the bottle. Ring, ring, you, I'm online now. Ring, ring, you really call my phone now, damn. It's past the time now. When it's late and I'm outside, know I act the fool when I get out the bottle.
right. So next up on the docket, we got Chasing Paper. How that one coming to be?
Yeah, so this one, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't have too much to say. This one's with Ace Cabana, and Cameron Tyler. You know,
Ace and Cam.
and so they're down in Detroit now. And my thing is, like I said, I recorded all my stuff in the studio.
Mhm.
I was talking to Ace Cabana and all that, and I just said, hey, look, I want to work with you and Cam on the track and all that, because I've been messing with Blood Rich for a minute. Like, my first time, like, not even performing, but going to a show at the local would have been like, shoot, I don't know, like 4 years ago. My first show I ever saw, it had Blood Rich on it, it had Taylor on it, and a couple other artists. I forgot who was all on that one, but I've been messing with Blood Rich ever since. So I was like, I've been messing with them for like 4 years, and I still haven't made a song with them. I was like, yeah, I gotta do that.
Oh, that's the first one. I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah, all right. I love it. I love it. And those two right there, they just put on a masterclass anytime they get on a microphone. So let's get into it. It's Chasing Paper.
About a bitch you never had, huh? Gotta treat these dimes like some pocket change. That's some sense you gotta have. What you cut today, man? Why you pocket watching day? Love to hate. What you hating for? Packs going out like a holiday. What I press a day, gonna make a G right away. Hot boy, 300 degrees, this ain't easy, babe. You talking how you smoking gas on your page, but you be buying shake. Damn. Man, it's a party over here, where the wedding cake. Ooh. I don't need a toast, don't need your validation, Brad, what I take. Good gas, what I face, cozy boy, paper, what I chase.
Stack the shit up to the ceiling, need a lot of pay. Go get you some money, bro, how much you count? I'm so sick of niggas going left, I took the right away. Go get you some money, bro. How much you count today? What you count today? What you count today? Go get you some money, bro. How much you count today? What you count today? What you count today? Go get you some money, bro. How much you count today?
All right, so next we got Wealth. Tell me a little bit about that one.
So this is actually like the oldest song that's on it. So like, throughout the project, you can hear like the progression of like my music and all that. But like, this is like the oldest one. This is another one where I'm more vulnerable and all that. And honestly, the way it came to be with the track list, I mean, originally I had this after Off the Bottle, but LaRon, he told me, he's like, man, you're gonna have motherfuckers too sad to be listening to this shit. And so he told me I had to like put Chasing Paper. Yeah. So I was like, that's cool. And like, it also made sense with like the track list because it goes Chasing Paper, then Wealth right after it. So
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. That's dope. Let's get into it.
What they say, what's in my mind, out of pocket, got a lot of money in my mind, ain't no other how she said, money bring the evil out, I'ma let it shine, yeah, I'ma let it shine, ay. Skeletons in my closet you never find, I got demons that I don't like to hide, don't like to hide. Government, there's a lot of petrified. I don't like to go out, rather stay inside. Who can I trust? Who can I really trust? I don't even know my brother, homie set him up. How I'm supposed to know? How am I supposed to know? There ain't no friends in the industry, they'd rather see you broke. Always with the team ahead of me till I fucking croak. If you ever put some money on me, no, we ain't going broke. I'ma give it back, my actions really show. If you ever looked out for me, no, we ain't going broke. I'ma get it back, my actions really show. Back, my actions really show, really show, really show. If you ever put some money on me, no, we ain't going broke. I'ma give it back, my actions really show. I was trying to get a happy ending with a new beginning, trying to get a new feeling with that money like not the type when you trying to flex that. You ain't gotta worry about no rent. Still gotta find a way, that's what I gotta do, right? Always being me, being true feels nice. Shout out to my granny for always having faith in me. Shout out to anyone who's seen a vision that I could see. Let out the people who show faith in me, made me keep it G. Real ones ride for peace, I don't need no love, I got myself, man. But for the fam, I will preach. Used to be outside, now we think the mailman. All these packs with my scale, man. Family ain't just blood, who love do the shit, that's who I keep. If you got me second guessing, I'ma say fuck it, these chips keep on running. If you ever put some money on me, no, we ain't going broke. I'ma give it back, my actions really show. If you ever looked out for me, no, we ain't going broke. I'ma get it back, my actions really show. Back, my actions really show, really show, really show. If you ever put some money on me, no, we ain't going broke. I'ma give it back, my actions really show. Really show, really show.
All right, now before we get into the last joint on this project, can you tell us if you ran into, I know a lot of artists, whenever they working on projects, they record so many songs and it's hard to put every song on one project. Did you run into a situation where maybe you had to cut some from this specific project that really was like close to your heart?
Yeah, I actually had like 5 or 6 tracks that just didn't make the cut for this one. A couple of them might go out as singles, but honestly though, the one thing I will say, like the way that Bantrell works and all that, we're already working on our next like project. Like we already took like 3 of the songs that got cut and put them onto the next project, so they already fit that next vibe.
Yeah.
But it's just one of them things where it's like, damn, I really wish I could have made, like, I got this one track called Cinnamon Rinse. It's not on this one, it's not on the deluxe, but that one I was like, I really like opened up on some shit, and like it kind of had like a Kid Cudi type vibe, like Man on the Moon type vibe, and I really wanted that to be on there, but it just didn't make the cut, so that's just how it was. I mean, I get as an artist, like when you have something that you cherish and all that, and you're being told like, no, don't put it on there, you're like, I really want to put it on there. And it's just kind of one of those things like, do I have a Kanye moment and just say, I'm putting it on there? Or is it like, all right, I got to respect it. And that's at the end of the day with what I decided to do is just respect it.
Yeah. I feel that. What inspired the deluxe? Like
So,
deluxe version?
Yeah. So the deluxe, LaRon, he was the one that actually told me I should do a deluxe because, he was talking about how like a lot of the artists have been like doing deluxe, like he referenced Crispy Life Kid and all them, like Babyface E, like they're all doing deluxes to their products and all that. And like the way that these first 10 went, like it was so solid that I was just like, shit, I was like, I might as well do a deluxe. I already got a few songs that I wanted to throw on there, but they can make the deluxe, and the deluxe went even harder.
I love it. So what would you say was your favorite part about putting this project together, whether it was the recording process, the writing process, the collaboration, or even just like doing a listening party, getting ready to release it? Like what was your favorite moment from working on this project?
I'm not gonna lie, like there was a lot of like dope moments, memories that were made throughout the whole thing. People I got to meet, work with. Uh, you know, like I said, I mean that St. Louis trip was like surreal. Just like going out of the state for the music stuff was just a dope feeling. But like, working with Taj, that was like a dope connection I made. A listening party was sweet too because I got to meet people like a Vibe Dealer and all that like who want like lock in and work together. So overall, it was just like this project. Just there were so many moments, and on the deluxe, I mean, I'll talk about it briefly, but like with Lambo, with Jeff hopping on that remix, like I've messed with Jeff for a while, so like being able to like make something with Jeff, like that was just like a dope ass feeling for real, for real.
When Jeff get on it, the president stamped you. He stamped the record.
And Jeff did his thing for real. I ain't gonna hold you. Like when I got his remix back, I was hyped as fuck.
That's dope. That's super duper dope. So you mentioned it a little bit earlier, touched on it just a little bit. This upcoming project. I know you can't tell us too much. You're still working on it and everything, but what would you say? What's next for you with this project coming out? You moving around. I know you be moving around. You going out of state. You doing different things. The brand is growing. What would you say in the next like 12 months? What can people expect from you?
I'm not gonna hold you. The way that they're pushing me, they want me to get like 2 more projects out after this, like by end of the year.
Okay.
2 or 3 more. I mean, realistically, I'm not gonna say 3 just because the way I be working and stuff. Like I do punch-ins and all that. Don't get me wrong. Like the deluxe. I mean, outside of Lambo, the other tracks are really all punch-ins and all that. But I'm not gonna lie. It's just one of them things where it's like the future's gonna tell, and I mean, you guys are gonna see. Like, I'm putting in that work. Like my next project, like I'll hint at it. It's called Cozy Nowinski, and I've been growing my hair out. So shout out Dirk. You feel me?
These titles is fire. The titles is fire. All right. So
Yeah.
closing out, I make art at night. Tell me about Where's My Audi.
Yeah, so Where's My Audi? This is another one where, it was just like kind of, I was just in my car, parked, not driving in case any authorities are listening. And I was smoking and all that, just listening to beats, found this one. And honestly, the one thing that like I really like is like I did a quadruple entendre in the beginning. So like, I reference looking at a diamond with diamond rings and all that to getting 4 rings, which is an Audi.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I'm talking about through this lens, talking about I need a 6-speed, give me +6. I look so far ahead, sometimes that don't make sense. Referencing the car being a 6-speed, but also a +6, which is being farsighted. So I'm talking about being farsighted, looking far down the road, needing a 6-speed in the car. And yeah, it's just like on top of being farsighted, I'm also farsighted in the fact that like, if you ask Trell, like I focus so much on the future, so I look really far into the future instead of focusing on the present. Like that's like one thing like he's always been trying to work with me on, but it's just like hard not to look at the future because shit, someone like me, like I got that ambition where like I really want to do something. So it's like how is it hard, to not look at the future, or how is it easy to not look at the future? Excuse me.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking at the future, but I got to focus on the present. So that was just a quadruple entendre I did in the beginning, and that was a really dope fucking thing that way it came out.
Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that. Well, look, we're about to get into this last joint, but Chase, I want to thank you so much for popping on, telling us about this new project. I'm so excited to see everybody's reaction to it because I know they're gonna love it. The tracks sound amazing. Everything's amazing. Like you did your thing on this project. I see the hard work and the effort and everything that you put into it, and just your growth as an artist, as a person. I'm super excited to see where this heads into and where this goes. But before we get out of here, can you let everybody know where they can follow you at, where they can get some merch from you at, how they can tap in with you?
For sure. Once again, my Instagram, Chase Mz Music, Chase MZ Music. Pronounce Chase Mz, not Chase Mz. None of that bullshit. You feel me? Come correct. I'm just messing around though. But for real though, on the merch, you can just DM me on there. On Facebook, Chase the Coziest. You feel me? That's what we got going on. And then or you can come pop out shop April 4th at the local. You feel me? Shout out Maya, shout out to the Flint local. We got a show. We got a lot of talented artists coming out, pulling up, doing their thing. You know, we run in the second Cozy Takeover. If you're cool with that, I'll talk about that for a few minutes. If you're cool.
Yeah.
All right. So with the second Cozy Takeover, you know, it's gonna be hosted by Ja'Cory Hawkins. He's like a local comedian. You know, so we got on the show, we got me, we got Baybro, Figga the Kid, James Carr, Blood Rich, Taylor Tatum, Michelangelo, Taj, and Cash ISO. So, you know,
Sign up.
we got a lot of the returning artists from last year, but then like, you know, this year the additions being Michelangelo, Taj, and James Carr, and Figga the Kid. Like, you know, adding them, like they all do their thing, and like they've all been making waves. I mean, everyone on this show, like there's not a single artist you're gonna want to miss. Like when you get there, like, and we're gonna have food there. You feel me? Like we're gonna have wings. They were at the listening party. Shout out to Meech Wings. Them wings are gonna be gas. So you're gonna have everything there. You're gonna have clothes. You're gonna have merch. It's a free show. You can pull up. I mean, there's not gonna be many shows where you can see all these people for free.
Yeah. It's not. That's a stacked lineup too. Like, if you're not hip, that's a stacked lineup. You're not gonna want to miss none of them performing. None of them.
Straight up. I'm very appreciative of everybody who, like I said, was a part of the project and the show for this. Like, it's a real dope feeling, like, you know, working with people and all that. So, you know, I appreciate everybody. And like I said, April 4th, you know, be there. It's I'm pretty sure doors are going to be open at like 7 type shit. Music will probably start like 7:30. So definitely pop up for that. You don't want to miss it. Shit, I mean, talk a little bit about last year. We had a pretty good turnout for that. You know, and I'm only expecting bigger this year, for real.
Oh yeah, it's going up. Gonna be bigger and better this year. I'm looking forward to it. Couple weeks out, so we gonna get to it. Well, look, Chase, I appreciate you, man. I'm so excited. We gonna get into this last joint. Where's my Audi? Y'all make sure y'all stream. Y'all tap into I'll Make Art at Night. Y'all follow Chase. Y'all get some merch from him. Y'all get the whole 9. Pop out to the show. Show some love. Enjoy all the performances. Get y'all some food in. Appreciate you as always, Chase.
For sure. I appreciate you for having me.
Hey, all right. Let's get into it, y'all. This is Where's My Audi?
Damn, where's my pen? There it is. Hey, pull the lens out like a ring dealer soon. I'ma push 4 in a row. Need a 2-seater. Through this lens I can see life a lot clearer. Need a 6-speed, give me +6. I look so far ahead, sometimes I don't make sense. I'm making dollars though, can't even paint my whip. I need all the chrome, that's my getaway. Fly away in the yesterday like Sugar Ray. You see me with some honey like I'm Baby Ray. Finna cash out, then I fade away. You heard me say I roll it up to take the pain away. Got a lot on my plate, they be talking but they don't know what's at stake.
Seasons always change around. I got lost, but now I'm found.
Change your mind like the seasons. I don't know whether you how to call. Let me check your temperature. Pressure on me, that's a diamond talking. I'm a Cancer, but my heart made of gold. Ambition heavy, but you said I push a lot. Yeah, I reached my goal. I can't get no hater energy. That's a waste of time. When the money come, friends turn enemy. Enemies wanna be friends with me. Learn who real. Now I move carefully with the team. We gonna flow. This ain't imagery. By the river with my pole like a fisherman. Switch it up, Fisher Price. Now I got a bigger crib. Flying kites, see me shining, I'm the light. Making art through the night. I'm tryna get it. You getting at my crumbs like the mice. Can't even knock at your homegirl saying, yeah, that cozy boy kinda nice.